Hi guys, let me adjust this a little bit. Okay, I'm doing this like on a little unlisted live so I could just make it available as soon as I'm finished and I don't have to upload anything. So I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for being here and for watching. So right now I want to look at what your soul is trying to communicate with you and what is coming in based on your energy that you're presenting right now. So I'm going to start with some tarot, and then we're going to get messages from your soul. You know what your soul and your higher self want you to know right now. Okay, and then messages from angels and masters. And we will clarify with some oracle cards as needed, okay? So the first thing we're going to look at is what's going right. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is really interesting. Okay, what's going right? You have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you're doing a really good job balancing things right now. You're doing a good job keeping everything going. Whether or not you realize it, this is something that your spirit team wants you to understand. Like, even though it may feel like you're juggling right now or that you have too many things, you're doing a good job at it right now. What's really interesting though, something that your soul is trying to communicate to you, we're getting the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is peace in your mind and also relaxation, taking a break. So that's really interesting when it comes to, you know, what's going right. You're really doing a lot right now. You might be hustling, you know, you might be trying to build a business or looking for work or, you know, really managing to wear all the hats in the household. You know what I mean? That's going really well. And Spirit wants to tell you, like your soul wants you to know that it's okay to take a break. It's not something that you need to worry about. Take a day off, take a break, reward yourself as needed. Your soul would also like to communicate with you through meditation. Okay, so meditating would be really good right now. Yeah. See, when I was shuffling for the Two of Pentacles, what's going right? We have abundance, creation, and divine masculine. So it is like you're on your grind a little bit. There's something that you're trying to create. So you're really working hard toward it. And so, like I said, if that's what you're doing, you're also wearing all of the other hats in the household. And you're doing it really well. So keep going. They want to highlight that. But your soul wants you to understand that you don't need to worry so much. You don't need to worry so much about whether or not you can do it all, whether or not you are good enough, whether or not you're doing each of the things perfectly. There needs to be peace in your mindset around what you're doing and how you're able to do it. You're doing great. So let it go. Let's see what comes with the Four of Swords for that. The soul wants you to know. Okay, we got a couple of cards here. Shield and intrusion. Okay, something that your soul is trying to communicate with you. Shield and intrusion. So intrusive thoughts, we need to let them go. And the shield here is going to be your meditation, your grounding, your spiritual practice, mindful moments, whatever you do that's mindful for you, whatever you do that feels like meditation. Like, for instance, when I'm doing dishes, I don't let anybody else do the dishes, because that's actually, even though I don't like doing it, I get into kind of a rhythm, and then it turns into a mindful moment. I go within and I'm thinking. Sometimes I get messages, and I feel like that has to do with the water mixed with just the repetition of, doing something over and over again. But there's this idea here that your soul wants you to understand that you need to be better, or you could be better at shielding yourself from these intrusive thoughts, because they can be detrimental to your progress and detrimental to, how you feel from day to day. So they really do want you to work on something that you can do for mindfulness. Because something to work on is coming up as the Queen of Wands, sitting in the seat of your power and realizing really how much power that you have, understanding your strength. You're amazing, you're beautiful, just the way that you are. So something to work on, taking back your power, owning who you are without feeling like there's anything you need to change first. There's nothing that you need to change in order to be strong in who you are. And we're getting talent as well. So that's really interesting. For some of you, we have Tina Turner here and talent. So if some of you are like wanting to do something musical, right? If there's something that you're trying to create that is music, or like maybe even it's like some kind of social media influencer or somebody in the spotlight, right? Trying to bring attention to your talent for some of you, that would be something to work on. Focus on your talent, focus on your drive, what makes you feel passionate and what makes you feel happy, what brings you joy to do. That would be what to work on right now, and let your mind rest without worrying so much about how good you are at balancing everything and juggling. Okay, they want you really just to relax and meditate so that you can hear the messages better, and focus on what brings you joy, what makes you feel powerful and strong within yourself. For some of you, like I said, that could be like a talent of some kind. Okay, so I'm going to use this quantum oracle to see what's coming in. I'm going to say within the next 2 weeks. So what can you expect to come in the near future based on your current energy? Okay. Now remember, please, that this is not set in stone. These readings are not set in stone. So anything that you get here is just guidance. So you can say, I choose not to have that happen. And then you make steps and you take the appropriate steps in order to create something different. Okay, so this is just what's coming in based on the energy that you're presenting right now. It's coming in based on your current energy. Okay, we have deception on the bottom. Ooh, and fear. Okay. So based on your current energy, there's a fear of deception that's coming in for you. It's almost like fearing that everybody is gossiping or talking about you behind your back. Hopefully that didn't cut out. Fear that people are talking about you behind your back. I want to see if this is valid or if it's just something that's in your mind, because what your soul was trying to communicate with you was shield and intrusion, remember? So this could be those intrusive thoughts. I want to see if this is a valid concern. Or is this in the mind only? Eight of Cups. Death. Temperance is gossip. Temperance is gossip. I feel like there is a little bit of like gossip going on behind your back, possibly. And it's around something that you choose to change. It's around something that you've changed. You've walked away from maybe some unhealthy people or unhealthy patterns or something. And there might be a little bit of chatter going on behind your back, but it's not something that you need to concern yourself with, okay? Yeah, so that's coming up. But like I said, remember, this is something that you can change. So how can you avoid this energy? Let's look at that. How can you avoid this energy? Because I wouldn't say it's by not choosing to walk away from what isn't serving you any longer. Like, we want to definitely follow our path. So how can you avoid these feelings of fear associated with possibly gossip or something going on behind your back? Okay, we're getting 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is a wish granted. 5 of Pentacles. And 9 of Wands. Okay, 9 of Wands to me is that protection. Okay, it's the shielding. So work on your meditation, your spiritual practice, your kind of like, you know, whatever. Like, right, evil eye deal. Like, I really don't care. Because 9 of Cups is, you know, I'm perfectly happy. I'm perfectly fine. I'm emotionally stable. I have everything that I need emotionally. So I don't really care if you want to talk about me behind my back. I've already moved away from this situation. I've moved away from this fear, from this toxicity with the group. Okay. So how can you do this? You walk away. You've already walked away. And you just keep your wall up. You keep your wall up. You can't be bothered. 5 of Pentacles is like, understand that you don't need these people. You don't need this situation in order to feel whole. And like I said, I feel like these are people or situations that you've walked away from, you've moved away from. And it is causing them to feel abandoned in some way because they don't understand yet the entirety of the situation, right? They're not in a place yet where they can understand. So they need to work on tempering their own emotions. But you just keep doing you, stay in that position of emotional fulfillment. Yeah, and keep your walls up. You're coming out of this situation, the wounded warrior, no more. You're just protecting yourself at this point. Okay. So now I want to look at angels or masters that you're going to be working with this week. So what ascended masters or angels want to come forward for anyone who sees this video, please? going to pick 2. Okay, we have the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. That's following the talent, something to work on. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? We were talking about that earlier. That's cool. And also Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So that's your soul talking about the 4 of Swords. That's the need to rest, give your mind a break, do some meditation or mindfulness practices, whatever you can integrate into your day in order for you to do more of that inner reflection so that you can continue to progress along your path. That's cool. And then I'm going to get a couple of these Doreen Virtue. What is this, like Power, Archangel Power Tarot? Something like that. We're going to get one of these for each of the masters that we just pulled out. Okay, so what goes with each of these? Okay, for Divine Director, you're getting the Emperor. So that's funny because we're getting Archangel Uriel with us. So you can add Uriel to your list of people to chat with this week. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, and ambitious plans. I feel like that's what you're doing well right now with that 2 of Pentacles. You're being very ambitious. You're trying to do everything. You're trying to do a lot of things, and you're managing it right now. And you're moving into this boss, like, emperor, solid, energy. Very cool. Okay. And I feel like because that's coming up with the happiness is your purpose, it's like the more you follow your joy and your bliss, the more you follow what makes you happy, the more stable you will be, the more stable you will feel, and the less likely you will be less likely to fear this, right? You'll be less likely to fear people chatting behind your back or the opinions of others or anything like that. The more you can feel grounded in your purpose, which is joy. Okay, and Melchizedek is coming up with Queen of Ariel, which is Queen of Pentacles. So it says here, mature, practical, generous, and happy. Nurture yourself and those you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, and wise advice. Which is funny because the Queen of Pentacles to me is sometimes somebody who is balancing work and home life. And you have the 2 of Pentacles there. So you're doing this. That's something that's going well. It's just the need to stay on it and do some inner reflection in order to grow on your path. But this is really a really beautiful thing. You might be also somebody that people turn to for advice sometimes. The ability to make anything more beautiful, that's your talent. Like, that's something that you're good at. You're very resourceful and good at nurturing. And the nurturing of self, because we have Melchizedek with this higher learning, okay? The nurturing of self is going to be really a key thing in order to move you forward into your next part of the path, okay? So there is that inner reflection we can't skip. So take some time to really nurture yourself. Maybe have like a family game night too. Like the Queen of Pentacles is like the family organizer, I feel like. Yeah. Okay. Now let's get a Universe Has Your Back. Let's see if any of these just want to pop out. Okay, so we're getting, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So that's the Four of Swords. So your soul is trying to communicate to you, yes, you're doing a really great job. You've done so well. You're doing great at all the things that are being thrown at you right now. You may have like kind of loosened the grip a little bit, but they're saying release even more, like loosen the grip even more. So when you have surrendered, surrender more. Don't try, because then we're focusing on it and then it's in like resistance. But just keep going, keep surrendering, keep doing your spiritual practices, keep meditating. And you're just going to continue to see more improvement. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. I don't want to. Hang on, baby.